Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be playing with the Profusion and Mean Girls eyeshadow palette. Now, I love this palette. My boyfriend actually found this at Walmart and bought it for me. I know there's like a whole little collection behind this, but this is all I was able to snag from it. I think the really like outlook of every collection I feel like is the palette. So I'm not mad that I have this, but I want to go in and I created this eye look with it. Before I start the video, I do want to give you a swatch of every single color in the palette. So it's a 35 shade palette. Now it is Profusion. I love Profusion. I love Mean Girls. So I want to spend this intro just kind of swatching all the shades for you and showing you what they look like. So in the first row, we have Flip Flop. We have Projector Room. We have this fabulous pressed glitter that is called Obsessed With Me. So I love the way this one looks. It's like a duochrome glitter that goes from like green to like gold. Super pretty. Then we have Popular. This is like a more neutral row. And then at the end we have Backstabber, which looks just like a champagne shimmer shade. It's not swatching very well. Yeah, that one's actually not swatching very well. In the second row, we have Foot Cream, which is like a pale canary yellow. We have Lesbian Crush. Now, this shade's weird because in the pan, it's a cream. It moves around, but as you can see, it's very reflective and very like smooth in texture. This is what it looks like on the finger. It's just so reflective and so smooth. The next one is Buttered Muffin. Now that's just like yellow. It's not swatching very well. Let me try a little bit more of that one. Yeah, not swatching the best. The next one is called Cool Mom. Love that, Amy Poehler. Again, yellows are not swatching very well. That one built up a little bit better, but... And then the last shade is a pressed glitter called Limits. So it's just like a standard pressed gold glitter. Really pretty on the skin. But that is the second row. Okay, so starting with the first shade, we have Fang, which is like a pale, like creamsicle orange. We have the next shade, which is Awesome Time, which is like that cream formula. Now this one was a little bit harder to work with. If you see like in the video, it almost like wants to like move around, but it does build up very like pretty on the eye. Very reflective. Was able to get it there, but worked a little bit harder. The next shade is Candygram, which is just like a nice reflective orange. That one's really pretty. And it feels like a little bit drier like in the pan, so I don't know about that one. The next one we have Spell Orange. And it's just like a matte orange, so it feels like a pressed pigment because it's a little bit drier like in the pan, but still very pretty. The last one we have is Pushed Back, which is like a terracotta orange. This one is definitely way more pigmented and way smoother than the other ones. But that is the third row. So starting the fourth row, we have this beautiful pink metallic. This is what I have in the inner corner. I wet the brush and it definitely worked better wet, I feel like. The second shade we have is another shimmer. It's called That Is So Fetch. And I didn't use this one, but this one's like definitely a hotter pink metallic shade. It is way more pigmented and way more smooth. But the next shade is Pink Shirt. I have that all in my crease. Now, I have no issues with this color. It definitely was way more pigmented upon build. But love this color for sure. The next shade in that row is a pressed glitter and it's called Wednesday. So it's a pink, it's like a pink, purple, and gold glitter. Very pretty, very reflective. And then the last shade in that row is Burn Book, which is like a deeper pink, almost like fuchsia color. Very pretty. And that is the fourth row of pinks. Now I did use majority of these on my eyes and I had no problem blending them. So happy with that result. So in the fifth row, it's mainly purples. So as you can see, the pink did kind of stain my skin a little, but we're gonna start off with Personally Victimized, which is like a Very, very pale lilac color. Now, I did have a lot of trouble building this one up on the eye. It doesn't seem like it really like wants to. Like it's very, I don't know, it gets almost just like chalkier and chalkier as it goes. The second shade in the palette is a matte purple. It's called Get In Loser. Very pretty purple. I put that, I believe, under my lash line to really smoke it out, but that is how that one looks. The next shade I really want to try is like a lavender duochrome shade. So it's like a duochrome, like pink and purple color. That is very pretty. That one is very reflective, very flawless looking, very nice. The next shade in the palette is Hot Body. I don't think I used this shade actually. So it feels like more of a satin. It's not exactly matte. So that's how that looks. And then the last shade in the palette is called Jealous. So it's just like a dark purple. It's a little bit patchy, but I think it performed on the eye pretty well. So that is the 5th row of purples. All right, so the 6th row is blues and greens. So the first shade is called Jingle Bells, which is this metallic green color. As you can see, no problems there. The second color is a pressed glitter. It's called Peppermint. It's a nice green pressed glitter with like some blue reflex in it. You can really see the blue reflex on camera. The next shade is called Don't Look at Me. Looks like a blue matte with some like silver glitter kind of just suspended in it. Really pretty color. It really builds up really nice. The 4th color is a blue metallic and it's Katie. Oh wow, yeah, that one's very smooth. This row feels a lot smoother than all of the other ones, so very happy with that. And then the last color in that row is called Spring Fling, which is like a dark periwinkle color. So this one needs to build up a little bit too, but overall, nice. This is a really good row. All of them felt soft and they all look pretty nice built up, so love that. And the last and final row is all mattes. So we start off with this green called Shut Up. And it seems like this is just one of those colors that you'll just have to build up. But it's just like a pretty like neutral green. Next shade is like a dark teal matte. It's called You Go Glen Coco. And that color definitely is gonna need a little bit of love as well. So it feels like some of these mattes are just like a lot better than the others. This next like emerald shade, yeah, looks promising. So this is definitely going to be a color that's going to work well. So as you can see, it's built up very quickly, blends out very quickly. This is going to be a color that's going to work very well on the palette. The next color is a just brown neutral. It's called Not My Fault. And oh wow, that did not swatch very well, did it? Yeah, so this is just like another color that you'll probably just have to build up. It's like a red toned brown color. It's kind of weird actually for this palette. And then the last shade is the black color that we all saw that's called Life Ruiner. Now this is a very pigmented black. I was not expecting that at all. Very pigmented. That was just one swipe coverage. So it is very black, very in your face. And that is the last row of the palette. I don't think that swatches are an accurate representation of how the palette is going to perform, but I just wanted to show all the colors in here because there is a mixture of colors. It is kind of like I would consider this like a rainbow palette. So there was a lot to show, so I wanted to just show all of them. But the colors I used, I was very happy with and performed the way I wanted them to an extent. If you want to see the look that I created using the Profusion X Mean Girls palette, then keep on watching. Okay, so I'm gonna have a hat on for this portion of the video because my hair is just way too long right now and I'm not vibing with it. I'm going to dive right into the Mean Girls X Profusion palette because, I mean, it is everything. Like, I love the color story. I love the way it's laid out. And I just want to create something with it. So, as always, we have a plastic protector that has some adhesive on it. So this is the whole color story. So I love the way it goes from like light to dark and almost like a kind of a rainbow sequence. So we have everything from like this bone color all the way to like this black down here. And I love this whole color story. Like, I love the yellow. I love all the glitters in it. I am having like a very fabulous time with this palette. And it just says like so many like iconic things. So it says most likely to look like a rock star even with a fractured spine, Regina George, most likely to know all your secrets, Gretchen Wieners, and most likely to make out with their first cousin, of course, Karen Smith. The front has the plastics, the winter talent show, spring fling. It's just, this is so cute. Now, as I mentioned in the intro, like I didn't get the full collection, or at least my boyfriend didn't see the full collection. But I mean, I'm very happy with just this palette. Like, I think this is kind of the staple product of the whole collection. So I think it, you know, makes sense. Before I dive into that shadow, I'm gonna put a little bit of lip balm on. I'm gonna use the Fresh Sugar Mint Rush Lip Balm. I've been loving this lip balm. It's very like soft, super hydrating, very minty, and I love like I love the packaging because it's like twist. Like instead, most like chapsticks I feel like are like a pull, so it's just like a twist. I want to go straight into this palette, so I'm going to just prime, and I don't know what color scheme I want to do. I know by the time this video goes up, my other video will be up, my first impressions video. And I used like the blues already in this. So I'm thinking maybe like these pinks and purples. Or, yeah, because I don't necessarily think I want to hit any of like this top row. So maybe like the pink and purple, like, because I love this glitter. This glitter right here is really pretty. And I like this like almost lilac shimmer shade. So maybe we can do something in that family. I don't have like any new eye primer, so I'm just gonna go in with my Urban Decay Primer Potion and just put that on. On this channel, we are familiar with Profusion shadows, so I'm expecting this to go, you know, great, but we'll see. So I'm going to dip into this lilac color. It's called Personally Victimized. So I'm going to grab that color first. I mean, it's barely coming off. It's like on the brush. Okay, there we go. Maybe these are just pressed a little bit hard, but now we have some pigment. So there is like a little sliver of a mirror in here. So maybe I'll just use that. Actually, this is kind of... Then I'm just like, yeah, maybe not. I'm gonna put that Personally Victimized color like a little lower in my crease. Ooh, that's not looking very promising. So this is kind of just gonna be like a transition shade because I'm gonna go into a pink right on top of it, but I kind of wanted this to have a little bit more pigment. So I'm gonna build it up a little bit. You know, as I said before, I do not mind building up a shadow if I have to, but this one, a little difficult. I think it's getting there, but it definitely looks like a little chalky. I know I have a color similar to this, like in the KKW Opalescent palette, and that one had full pigment right away, and this one's a little sheer. I think that's as good as we're gonna get that one. Maybe with this palette, I need to go in with like a white base or something, like an eyeshadow primer that has a little bit of color to it that would like initially give me that first bit of like, I don't know, color to the lid. So I'm dipping in and blending, and I don't feel like I have to do that with a lot of my shadows, really. Most of the time I just dip in like once or twice and I have full opacity. With this one I'm like dipping in, putting on, dipping in, putting on. So we have like a similar color story going on now. Doesn't look like much, honestly. Let's move on to another color. So I'm gonna take this JH37 brush and I'm gonna grab this pink shirt color. So it's like a pretty fluorescent hot pink. Okay, so yeah, that one has immediate pigment on it. So I'm gonna take that pink shirt color and I'm gonna put it right on top of that purple. Yeah, see, that pink already has a lot more pigment to it. So I'm gonna just carry that all the way through. So I'm gonna first place the color down, and then I'll take like a fluffier brush and blend it. I think the pink is definitely, well, it's obviously more pigmented, of course. It looks, I mean, I feel like the purple color is coming through just a little bit, so not bad. So the reason I grabbed this brush is because it's a little bit stiffer. So I knew like it would kind of pack on that pink a little bit better. So now that I have the pink where I think I want it, I'm gonna take this super fluffy JH30 brush. So this is just a really fluffy blending brush I'm just gonna dip one into the color and just start buffing out those edges. So I'm just lightly going in small circles back and forth to really kind of just blend out that color. So now we have that blended out. Oh yeah, so you can definitely see like that little purple coming through. I don't know if it's gonna pick up on camera, but you can see it coming through like right through the crease. So I love that that wasn't super wasted effort. So the pink definitely like I think saved that little moment we had. I'm gonna take this Morphe M433 brush and I'm going to grab the color Burn Book. The iconic Burn Book. So it's that deeper pink, yeah, so a lot more pigment on that as well. So I'm gonna take this deeper pink color and I'm going to put this on the outer edge of the eye. Oh yeah, okay, so I really worked into the pan and really got some color now. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so this is going to be another one of those colors that you're gonna have to just be patient and build up. So I'm gonna keep this eye look a little bit tighter because I feel like with pink shadow, you can end up looking really crazy and you don't want that, of course. That's your end result. So I'm gonna keep it pretty tight, kind of like in the outer edge area. So I'm almost just like taking the brush flat and just like packing the color on the outer edge. I'm gonna grab that JH33 brush, the one that we had that like pastel purple on. And I just wanna grab this hot body color because it's more of like it's a purple that has a little bit more like red to it. So I think I just wanna like put a little bit like right in here. Kind of just like right in the middle of like my crease and the outer edge. Okay, I'm gonna go back with that M433 brush. Dip into the Burn Book color and just kind of marry those two colors together. I almost want to add a little bit of black. It's called Life Ruiner, which is so funny. But I don't know, in the pan, I don't know if it'll read on camera, but in the pan, it looks almost like it has like I know black has a great undertone, but sometimes like some blacks just look weird. So I'm just gonna give it like a little swatch. Oh, wow, okay, so it's very soft. And I'm just going to, okay, yeah, that's pretty black, super soft. Okay, so I was not expecting that, honestly, if I'm being completely honest. I think that might be too much, so I think I probably am just going to, no, let's try it. I'm gonna take this super fluffy, like chic crease brush, and I'm just going to like, oh god, did you see that? Like, it is so like softly pressed that it just gets everywhere. But I'm just going to tap off all the pigment because I just want the essence of black, because I just want it to be just a hair deeper. So I'm just going to tap. Okay, yeah, so that made like the slightest difference that I just needed. So yeah, I like the way that turned out. So now I can focus kind of more on the lid. And I don't know what I want to do. So we do have this pressed glitter here. It's called Wednesday. And I am loving the way that this shade here, it's called Awesome Time. And I kind of want to swatch that one. So I'm just going to, oh my god, wait, it's a cream. Like, so You know, some shadows are like, oh yeah, it's so creamy. Like, no, like this is like, I don't know if I want to use that. Okay, it kind of goes to like a powder finish. I don't know how I want to apply that. So since we're using this drugstore palette, I want to use some like drugstore brushes. So this is the Moda Totally Electric 7-piece eye set. So I love the brushes in here. I haven't used this yet. I've been waiting for a video to use these, and I think it's time. But I'm gonna take these out of the box because I see that they have this. Oh, cute. Comes with like a little iridescent. I love these kind of like bags, like these iridescent colors. But it has this little brush here. This is the Glam Topper. It's a silicone brush. And I want to use this for, I think I'm just going to go in with the pressed glitter, honestly. Because this like cream, now this Lesbian Crush shade right on top of it, looks like it's going to be like a similar color or like similar formula. So I don't know if I'm down for that, honestly. It's kind of freaking me out a bit. I don't know how this is gonna go because the transfer from like brush to like lid could be shoddy. So I kind of want to like practice it. So I'm gonna take the brush. This glitter has like a lot of gold flecks in it, which I don't know if I really loved for this look. I mean, I guess it could work. I'm so curious about that cream shade. So I do want to try it. I'm just going to try it out. And if I don't like it, I'll just put the glitter on top of it. So I'm going to go into Awesome Time. Oh my god. Like, I don't know how to use this shade. Like, it's totally a cream. Like, you see like the brush literally bent into it. Like, it's totally just like moving around. And I don't think it's even sticking to the brush that well. Oh my god, I don't know what to do. Actually, maybe the silicone brush isn't the best for that. I'm gonna take... Okay, so I don't know if the other footage is gonna come back or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye. So what I'm going to do first, I'm just going to pat it where I want it and then literally like rub it. Almost like, yeah. So it seems like with this kind of formula, you don't wanna like fuss with it too much. You almost just wanna like put it where you want it and then walk away because it gets very, I don't know, it just like, you can definitely like feel it start to move like on the eyelid. So I have it where I want it. They look pretty even to me. Now I'm just going to go in and start doing a little bit of detail work. I'm going to do a little bit of a skin prep first. So I'm just going to take my Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Pore Tight Toner. Y'all know, like, I can't do my makeup without this anymore. It has become a literal almost obsession now at this point. I just, like, need it. I just need it to do everything that I need it to do. And it does. So, I love that. So, yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of my skin prep first. And then I'm going to move on to my brows. So, next I'm going to use the Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops. And these smell so good. Like, I don't know. I don't even like fruit. And these smell heavenly. I'm going to use my Courtney Shields and Tula Glow Hour Eye Balm. Because I feel like my under eyes might need a little bit of that color correction. I love this stuff because it just gives you like that little bit of color correction under the eye. A little bit of brightness. So good. Before I move on to my brows, I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I love this stuff. I'm very excited to have this back in my collection. So creamy, so smooth. Love this stuff. So if you've never used the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base, it is like a moisturizing primer. So it really just like, I don't know how to describe it. It just really like sets up your skin for the makeup that you put on top of it. It really just makes like that huge difference. I feel like whenever your like foundation goes on, I just love the way this feels. It smells so like fresh, not like scented or like perfumey or anything. But I love this, and it makes, like I said, just makes it perfect for like your foundation to go on top of. So I do have a new brow product that I'm excited to try. So this is the Benefit Powmade. I have mine in the shade 4.5. And this is Benefit's new pomade brow product. So it comes in like this cute little silver cap, has like this stars all over, super cute. And they also released like a new brush with it too. So I will be using the brush as well. The thing I love about this is it has a little lip. So you like swipe off your product. I already swatched it, as you can see. But it takes off the excess product, so you don't have to put like inside of the cap like I do with I have the Anastasia brow pomade in dark brown, and I just like throw the excess product into the cap, so now you don't have to do that. So the brush comes in this cute little bag here, so I'm gonna take it out. So it comes in a little clear packaging, and so I'm going to grab some of the product in here. Dip, dip, dip. And then I'm just going to scrape off the excess right on the lip and then go in. So I think this color is gonna be like perfect for me. So I know like pomades are like very intimidating to some people, but I mean for a long time this is all like we used. Like we used the Anastasia one. Oh yeah, see, I love that color. But now I think pomades are on the up and up again. I'm so obsessed with Precisely my brow pencil. Y'all guys know I talk about it I think almost every video, honestly. It's my favorite brow product and I just can't be without it. But with this, like that was so easy. Like I'm pretty much done with my brow at that point. I just need to like flick up a little bit and I'm done. But that was super easy. I'm just going to like flick through here and then blend, and I'm done. Like, I'm very happy with the way that my brow looks right now. I can even just like take a little bit more if I really want it to be detailed, but you can see like a massive difference from like this brow to like this brow. Oh yeah, love. Gonna go ahead and do the other brow now. I love this spoolie too. This spoolie is very like stiff, so I love that. I love a stiff spoolie. Oh yeah, look. So brows are done. Honestly, like I love this product. I didn't expect this product to be so easy to use. And I always keep the front ends very feathery because I don't want it to look too blocky. So yeah, I'm pretty much, I mean at that point, I'm pretty much done with the brows. So I actually just got these new Real Technique sponges. They're the Electric Love. This is in collaboration with some girl I do not know. Sorry girl, I really don't care who you are, but I love, I'll put a picture of the whole collection. Like there's all these brushes and stuff, but I got the sponges first because I'm such a sponge fanatic. And I want to use these instead. So I'm going to open these up and I'm going to go wet these. So there's 3 sponges in here. So there's, of course, like a baby one. There is a velvet sponge, and then it just feels like just a regular sponge. So so this says for liquid, cream, and powder. I know that you can use like these velvet ones, like these like Juno & Co. knockoff ones for all over the face, but this is kind of tiny. So I guess I'm just gonna wet all 3 and then see what happens. Okay, so I wet all 3 sponges and they did get a little bigger, but we'll see. I like that this is like a little bit flatter than this. So this is the sponge I just wet right now. This is the Morphe Lisa Frank sponge, I think. And then this is the Real Techniques one. So as you can see, this one's like a little bit thinner and this one's a lot more round. So that's interesting. It's a little bit dense, not super squishy, which I love. I prefer like a denser sponge, so I don't mind that. I just got the Anastasia Luminous foundation, so I kind of want to give this a go. Now, I know this color is going to be a little bit weird on me, especially like on camera, so I'm going to mix it with something. So this is in the shade 320N. Yeah, so that's what it looks like out of the bottle. It's a little light, but like one thing I learned about this foundation is that it oxidizes like crazy. So like take a look at that. Like that's not as light as it started as. So I feel like if I wanted to, it would oxidize to like my color, but it's a little too neutral. So I'm gonna add like another luminous foundation to it. This is the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better foundation. I've used this in a couple videos now, but it's a little bit more yellow, so, and it's like very loomy, so I think these should like work well together. I just put one pump in there just so I can get the color, and yeah, that'll work. Probably just like have to bronze it up a bit, but so I'm gonna take the yellow sponge, which I'm guessing is for the face, and I'm going to start blending out the foundation. Yeah, that combo is very pretty together. It feels a little like, I feel like the Anastasia neutralness is coming out a little bit, but I feel like I'll be able to fix that. We gotta avoid getting makeup on the hat. Sponge is a little weird. Like, I like the way it like I'm holding it, but it's like, I don't know if it's the foundation or like my base or whatever, but I don't feel like it's like pressing down the product like I wanted to. Yeah, so I feel like on camera it looks a little bit too like neutral. Like it doesn't look like, I like my foundations to look like very like yellow, but it's a little neutral for me right now. But like I said, we'll be able to fix it. Lately I have been having like a better like skin day or whatever, so I don't have like any like active blemishes to like really cover. So I do feel like I'm at full coverage. Maybe I'm at like high, medium, low, full coverage. How's that? So it looks very pretty on the skin. It doesn't look heavy at all. So it is a very pretty foundation. I think I probably will just invest in getting like maybe like a better color, like something a little bit more golden. But I do like the way it looks. I feel like we're just trying like a bunch of new products. So I have this new Pure Cosmetics Push Up 4-in-1 concealer. So like, take a look at this. So like, it has a little button right on top. No, hello. Yeah, it has a little button right on top, and you push it, and that's what like dispenses the concealer. So this is in the shade TN3, and we're gonna go in. Oh my god, I think it's like, it's a little lighter. So I thought it was like the same color as the foundation, but it's a little lighter. Yeah, it's got this very like wide paddle applicator. So, I mean, cool. Have my concealer where I want it. I'm gonna take the Baby Real Technique sponge and I'm going to blend out my concealer with it. So I have a couple of these like little blenders, and I will say this one is the squishiest and softest of them all, because I feel like all of mine are they're a little dense. So they're denser than like the normal sponges, I guess. Which, again, I love a dense sponge, but I don't know. This one is definitely way squishier, way softer. So I love that. I mean, nice. Blends out the concealer very well. It doesn't seem like it's absorbing a lot of the product. Concealer blends out like a dream though. I will say that. So I do have like a deeper shade in this concealer. This is DN2. So I kind of want to put this like in the outer edges of my face, like as a pre-contour. Honestly, I probably could use this like, it's a little warm. I was gonna say I probably could use this all over the face, but it's a little warm, so maybe not. I'm just gonna take like the flat end of this sponge and blend that out. Yeah, actually, maybe I could use this as like a face concealer, like if I just wanted to like spot conceal or something, because it's honestly not that deep. Oh yeah, so that added a little bit of life back into my face, so that definitely like took out the neutralness from the other foundation. Alrighty, so now I want to go in and set. I don't have a new setting powder, so I'm gonna go into my current favorite, the Maybelline Lasting Fix in Banana. And I'm gonna take the microfiber, right? That's what this is called, or velvet, whatever, sponge, and it feels almost completely dry. So I'm gonna take the like slanted edge with the powder. Oh wow, that grabbed a lot of powder. I'm gonna tap like the excess into the cap, and I'm going to set the under eye. Oh wow, oh my gosh. Okay, wait. Is this what I have been missing out on with these velvet sponges? Look at my under eye. Like, look at, oh my god. Everything is just so blurred. Now, I know this powder is amazing, but I feel like the way the sponge put it down is just like next level. Hold on. Again, picking up product, tapping it into the cap. Okay, no, like stop. Like look, like, okay, like, hold on. Okay, you like can't tell me that my, like, look at right here. It is so blurred. Like my pores, what pores? I know, okay, like, maybe I should have used, no, but I know this powder is amazing. Is this like the, oh my god, is this what I have been missing out on? I'm almost like speechless because like y'all, this sponge put down this powder so well, like so well. My under eye looks amazing. It feels amazing. For the rest of my face, I'm gonna take my Wet n Wild Photo Focus powder because I love this powder. And I want to see what this will do for the rest of my face. I'm going to take the butt of the sponge. Oh my, like this just picks up like all of the product. And I'm going to set the rest of my face with the sponge and this powder. Okay, you have to stop. You have to stop. Like this is not real. Like, is this what I have been missing out on with these velvet sponges? Like, are you joking? Like, up close, I look airbrushed. Like, that is just... I'm gonna take another powder. I'm gonna take my Laura Mercier, my tried and true, you know it, y'all, everybody knows it. And I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna do my forehead. Okay, like, stop. It just looks... I look airbrushed. I look like I have a filter on. So these are all like amazing powders. I have used 3 powders on my face now. They're all amazing powders and they all like do some kind of like blurring, but no, like the way that this sponge puts on this powder is like next level. I'm gonna buy 100 of these. I swear I am. Y'all think I'm kidding. Like I'm gonna buy 100. Like what is that? I have no pores on my nose, none. I'm speechless. What is this sorcery? I'm shook. I'm shook. But let's move back to the eyes. Let's finish out the eyes. So I'm gonna take this orange little Moda brush. And this is called Detail. So it's like a little pencil. Nope, it's like a little domed brush. So cute. And I'm gonna take the color Hot Body. I feel like I want to run that underneath my eye. So I love the way that color looks. So it's like purple, but it almost looks like a, I don't know, like a dark pink. I need like an inner corner. Like there's not really like a, it's like I use this color. It's called Shiny Plastic. I'm going to take it on this Moda. This is the SM shader brush. A little like flat brush. So I think that'll be perfect to like get right in and hit the brow bone. So I'm going to take that. It's called Shiny Plastic. I'm gonna take a little bit of Fix Plus and just hit that a little bit. It looks almost the same as that lid color we have. Yeah, I'm gonna carry that in a little bit more, just like it really hits like the edges. I wanna take a little bit of this Get In Loser color on that same little orange Moda brush and just hit the outer edge of the under eye with it. Like right here. I think I want to throw on some liner and a lash before we move on to the rest of the face. For liner, I'm just going to take my KVD Tattoo Liner. Okay, so my liner's on. I'm just going to throw on, I'm going to curl my lashes and I'm going to put on some mascara. Since we used the KVD Tattoo Liner, I'm just going to use the KVD Go Big or Go Home Mascara. Now, this collection had like a little 3-pack lash. So I don't remember what it looks like. I'll put a picture of it somewhere around here. But I saw like a bigger pair, so maybe I want to do like a bigger pair of lashes. I of course have this ColourPop lash, and they have like these like big like wispy lashes right here, so maybe I'll try those. Those are called Angel, maybe. Then I'm just gonna put these on off camera and then I'll be right back. Okay, so lashes are on and these are very pretty, very wispy, but still like very like dramatic. I love how much they flare out at the end, gives it a little bit more dimension and flair, but love the way they look. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the complexion, and I have this new Undone Beauty. This is the warm up bronzer. Now I've seen Tati talk about this and I'm very excited to use this because she loves it so much. So I'm gonna take, I actually want to be a little bit more bronzy today, so I'm gonna take my JH02 brush and I'm just going to dip into like the two bronzer shades that are in here. Now I don't know how like pigmented this is, but Tati loves this. And we listen to Queen Tati, there's no mirror in here. So let's see, shall we? Okay, so sheer, right? Okay, so you had to build this up. Not a problem by me. Very pretty looking so far. Oh yeah, see, yeah, so pretty. Oh yeah, love, oh yes, I love that. I love the way that looks on the cheekbone. It definitely like gives it some warmth. Oh yeah, I love this. I knew it was going to. Tati would never lie to me. Well, I don't know. But products, no. I feel like so what I usually do with my bronzer is I like pat it and then work it, but with this one I feel like you just have to like, yeah, see, like you just have to like blend out the color and then it starts coming through. I'm never a fan with these bronzers that have like a highlighter in it because I'm so scared, or like face palettes that don't have like any separation in the pans, like that just stresses me out because I don't want to get, you know, blush on the face where I don't want it, or like if I'm dipping into the bronzer I don't want to dip into the highlighter. Very dusty. Has a lot of fallout, but don't mind that at all. I really want a toasty forehead, so I'm gonna take my hat back a bit and I'm really going to like work this into the forehead. I love a toasty forehead. I really do. I think you guys know this by now. I just like love the way, I don't have like a big forehead or anything, but I love the, Shaylin, but I love the way like this looks. It just looks like, I don't know, more like cohesive, I think. It just looks pretty. I think we're gonna come back to this for highlighter because I don't really have a new highlighter. So I have this bronzer blush duo that I won in my Ofra giveaway, video coming soon. And I love this like little peachy blush shade. So I think I'm going to use that one. Okay, so I'm just gonna take that on my JH04 brush. I'm gonna take off the plastic from the mirror. So again, we're running into the same issue over here. So like, there's no like separation in the pans of these products. So, cause I'm just gonna take my JH06 brush instead. Like I said, there's no separation in the product, so I'm just gonna keep it pretty tight just to get into the blush here. Oh, that is so pretty. I have been looking for like a peachy blush and I just, oh my god, yes! That is so pretty. I don't know if it's reading on camera, but it's reading in person, and I'm living, and I'm having the best time. Yes, Ofra. Leave it to Ofra, of course, to give me a peach blush for my skin tone. I love that for me. I'm obsessed. Dipping in. That is so pretty. That is so pretty. Actually, now that I have this out, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take a clean JH30 brush, and I'm actually going to dip into this bronzer. So I feel like this will be the perfect shade to like contour my nose with. And I was correct. Oh yes. This is the Blush Bronzer Compact in Crew. So that's what it's called. So these are, as of right now, it has a little bit of fallout in it, which is, again, I don't care about. But just letting y'all know. Oh yeah. Ugh, the blush, y'all. Ugh, so pretty. So now I'm gonna go back into this Undone bronzer And I'm gonna take my, what do I want to use? I'm gonna use my Anastasia A23 brush because I feel like that's the perfect size for this. And I'm just going to, oh wow, yeah, that really coated the brush just in those couple swipes. But I'm gonna take that and, oh god. I'm gonna dip into both of those colors because it's like a, it looks like a pinky and like a gold shade. So, and I'm going to, so it's not like very like, this is very, this is a lot of product, but okay, there we go. I was gonna say this is a like a very subtle glow, but we just needed to kick it up a bit. So first I'm just gonna, oh yeah, see what I mean? First I'm just gonna put it down, and then I'll go, oh god, yes, look at that nose. Now I'm gonna flip the brush with no product on it, and I'm going to buff it out. Oh yeah, look at that. That is so pretty. I think like once you blend it out, it does kind of like dull out a bit. So I'm just gonna go in, yeah. You can just build this up as much as you want to. So pretty. Oh yeah, so pretty. Love that. That is very like smooth. It doesn't really like emphasize any texture, really. Not that much anyway. But yeah, I love the way that looks. It's like a very creamy highlight. It's not super, even though it looks very powdery in the pan, I don't think it's very like chalky looking. I want to swatch. Oh yeah, these are smooth as can be. Oh yeah, see, yeah, that is just beautiful. And they blend out like perfectly. Love. Wow, this Undone formula is really good. I really like the way it looks. It's not like, I like that it's not super metallic like my KKW. I don't think I have it with me right now. I love the way the KKW is very like metallic. Now this is very like glowy without all the metallicness to it, which is, you know, it's fine. Alright guys, now we just have to wrap up with lips. I have this like NARS Air Matte lip color in the shade Shag, which I think would be very pretty with this eye look. But I feel like I need like a darker lip liner. So I went in with the Urban Decay lip liner in Nighthawk, and I just did like the outer edges. Now I'm gonna take the NARS Air Matte lip color in the shade Shag. And I think I'm just going to, ooh, wow, look, this is like a nice little applicator. I don't know if I've used this in the video already or not, but I think this is the color I want. I'm just gonna throw a gloss on top of it because I feel like that a glossy lip was very that era. So I'm gonna take this Morphe lip gloss in Groupie, and now we just have to set. So I'm very excited because I got the Hourglass Veil Setting Spray, and I have been so excited to try this. Ooh, this is fancy. This is in a aluminum can, and I'm just going, oh yes, yes, yes. Okay, so just going to set my face with this. Feels like nothing is happening, but I love that. I know oh my god, yes. Okay, so I didn't know this was like an illuminating setting spray. Ooh, I love this. Just gives like the skin a little bit like a like that creamy texture. Like, oh yeah, this definitely gives you like that soft focus. Oh god. Between like the little velvet sponge blurring me, that blurring me, I just feel very airbrushed. I feel very face tuned, and I'm living. I'm gonna go ahead and take off my hat now. Funny enough, I have a little bit of this like detox dry shampoo from Dry Bar, so I'm just going to like hit that a little bit through. Oh yeah, there we go. Ooh, this smells amazing. This is the grapefruit mimosa scent. Oh yeah, that just gave me the volume that I needed. All right guys, and this is the final look. So, what do we think? I love the concept of this. I love anything and everything Mean Girls. The movie, of course, is iconic on its own. I think this is one of the better collabs that has happened with Mean Girls. I know, I think it was called Storybook Cosmetics did one a few years back, and it was okay. I don't think it was amazing. I think at the time it was very like, oh my gosh, it's a Mean Girls collab, but I think it was okay. I don't think it was amazing, but this I think is well done. I think the color story is amazing. I already love Profusion formula. Now this shade really freaked me out, but I want to test my theory and see if that Lesbian Crush shade it is. It's the exact same. So it's like a cream. I mean, very pretty. But it's a cream. It's a cream. Like, and it goes on very like almost sheer, kind of like a topper. But it is like, in fact, a cream product. But I mean, overall, I love this pressed glitter here. I loved this one. The pink one was a little bit intimidating, but either way, so pretty. I love this color story. I know I can get a lot of use out of this, and I'm very excited to try it a lot more. But in the intro, you'll see swatches. I love this. I love the way it looks. I know we tried out some new products today. I love this Undone bronzer highlighter duo thing. So good. I have more shades of this Ofra. As y'all saw, y'all know I have more shades of this Ofra bronzer blush duo, so I can't wait to try more of those colors. I love the Veil setting spray. This is so good. I can't wait to keep using this. It just feels like nothing's happening, but then you look at the skin and you just look creamy and smooth, and I love it. Life-changing. This sponge is life-changing. I feel like I'm going to exclusively just use this just for powder and kind of just go along with it. The other two sponges are good too, but I think they're kind of just, I mean, they're just some makeup sponges, so I don't think they're anything like super special. They are like nice in texture, they're nice and squishy, but if they sold this by itself, which I think they do, I want to just buy this by itself. I love that I have my Bobbi Brown Vitamin Rich Face Base back in my collection. I love the Benefit Brow Pomade. These lashes are so pretty. I don't have any mascara on my bottom lash. I kind of like the way this looks, actually. I didn't put anything in my waterline either. So, love the way that looks, actually. Maybe I should try that more often. This lip combo is okay. It's just like another nude lip combo that I always do. Overall, I'm very happy with the way everything looks. I think the Pure concealer is okay. It looks really pretty on the skin, so love that. But tell me, guys, are you guys going to pick up the Profusion and Mean Girls collection? Let me know if y'all got anything from this collection, if you can find anything else. I know I kind of want to get the rest of it, but that is it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.